Hello there. In this video, I will tell you more about the Silat Road Sikh Temple in terms of its history, architecture, and how is it more than a place of worship for the Sikh community. The Silat Road Sikh Temple is considered as Singapore's longest-standing Sikh temple. On the 14th of November 1999, the National Heritage Board declared the temple as a historical site. A Sikh temple is also known as a Gurdwara, which in Punjabi literally means gateway to the Guru. The Silat Road Gurdwara cost 54,000 Singapore dollars to construct back in the 1920s and was completed in 1924 at Silat Road, now called Jalan Bukit Merah. The building was heavily funded by the Sikh police contingent, which led to its earlier name, the Police Gurdwara. A Gurdwara is simply a common place for Sikhs to congregate and perform religious duties. In order for a place to be considered a Gurdwara, the Guru Granth Sahib, a religious scripture, must be present. While it is not necessary for a Gurdwara to conform to a building or style, many Gurdwaras seem to adhere to elements of Sikh architecture. The stylings of the Gurdwara can be traced back to the Harmandir Sahib, the most sacred shrine in the city of Amritsar. The Harmandir Sahib is a blend of Hindu and Muslim architectural styles, based on the Rajput and Mughal Empire respectively. Typical Rajput elements include huge columns, portals, and panelled windows in the shape of a bisected lotus. Domes, arches, and underground cellars are all characteristics of Mughal architectural style. Therefore, it can also be said that Sikh architecture is basically a combination of Rajput and Mughal architecture. There are at least 7 notable Gurdwaras in Singapore. The Gurdwara Pardesi Khalsa Dharmak Diwan is an example of a Gurdwara that does not confine to a typical Gurdwara setting. The Silat Road Gurdwara was built early on with domes, arches that are consistent with Sikh architecture. The red bricks found on the facade of the Gurdwara are red bricked fences. This might be due to the abundance of nearby brickmakers along Alexandra Road as well as Jalan Bukit Merah before the 70s. As Singapore is at the heart of Southeast Asia, many Sikhs travelling across the subcontinent will stop at the city as a pre-destination. The Silat Road Gurdwara was able to accommodate travelling Sikhs for a short period of time until they found employment and moved to another destination. So, the Gurdwara was not only a place for worship, but also a place for travelling Sikhs to lodge. The Silat Road Gurdwara served as a shelter for the Sikh community during World War II. When Singapore was invaded by the Japanese, some Sikh widows and their children were granted refuge at the temple. These widows were maintained by the Sikh community through the 3.5 years of the Japanese occupation of Singapore. The widows repaid the community's generosity by actively volunteering at the Langar, the communal dining hall and the Gurdwara where food is served. In 1966, the tombstone of Bhai Maharaj Singh relocated from the Singapore General Hospital to the Silat Road Gurdwara. Bhai Maharaj Singh was a freedom fighter responsible for resistance efforts against the British occupation of Punjab. In the Sikh community, he is considered as a hero. After the tombstone was relocated to the Silat Road Gurdwara, it became a revered place for the Sikh community, as Sikhs all over the world visited the temple to pray. Until today, the temple still holds a great significance to the Sikhs due to it being a symbol of freedom. In present-day Singapore, the Silat Road Gurdwara remains as a place of worship for the Sikh community. However, there are also visitors who come to the temple to obtain free food. These people are mainly the residents that live around the area and might not even be Sikhs. Nevertheless, the Sikh community welcomes all visitors to the temple with open arms, as they believe in equality regardless of race and religion. To conclude, the Silat Road Gurdwara is the longest-standing Gurdwara in Singapore that is more than a place of worship, as it is also a place of hospitality where food and lodging can be had. The Silat Road Gurdwara also holds a great significance to the Sikh community, as it contains an important piece of Sikh history within it. Thank you for watching.